Hi everyone, today we're going to subnet down 172.16.10.10 slash 23. The slash 23 means that it's a 23-bit address. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to get your subnet mask. Let me put this network address, the broadcast address, and your subnet address equals whatever it would be. Now, I wrote these down here, so let's get the subnet address. You know there's 23 bits, so I'm going to explain this to you now, how we got a slash 23 notation here. So you know our 172 address is a class B address, so the default subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. So we're still borrowing 23 bits, so we have to write this all out, and I'll make it easy for you guys just to write it out, and it's more simple to explain. So the first set is going to be turned on, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See that there? That's 16 bits right there, but we're looking for 23. So we're going to add to the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and the last one is 24 dot 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 8 zeros for the host. Now with that said, we're going to figure out the subnet mask here, knowing that these are all ones. This will be down here, the subnet mask will be 255 dot 255 dot, hey, wait a minute, we have a 0 here. So let's take this, and if you were studying your binary notation, you would know that each bit for a 8-bit notation would be 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1. So since this is turned on and this is off, the last one is 2. So we're going to make the magic number, I'll make it an M equals 2. And it's the magic number equals 2 because it's a 2 here. And it's also a 254 subnet address in this bit order that we're going to I'll show you how I got that. So we're going to put that down here now. 254 dot all zeros. This will be a 0 as well. Dot 0. How did I get this 254? Well, the 254 is here. Of course, it would be anywhere on here. This would stand true. It would be 128, 192, 224, 240, 248, 252, and 254, and this would be 255. But we stopped here, so it's 254. That's how we get our subnet mask right off the bat. No questions asked. Now to get our network address, our magic number is 2 right here, right? So we need to do increments of 2 for a network. So you're going to start at 0. Of course, that's a reserve network address for the wire. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now don't forget, you're dealing with the third octet here, which is a 10. So really you can't pass that. So if you're 10, you stop here. And don't forget now, this is reserve side for your network address, and this side would be your broadcast address right here, which I'm going to show you. So it's 1 less than the 2, 1 less than the 4, less than the 6, less than the 8, less than the 10, so it would be 0, 1. So 1 less 2 would be less than 3, it would be 0, 3. Less than 4, less than 6 would be 5. Less than the 8 would be 7. And then less than the 10 would be a 9. And of course this would be a 12, so less than that would be an 11. Okay, now this is what we're going to need, and this is what we're looking for. So you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 networks. With that said, you could actually get your network address and broadcast address from this right now. Here's where we're going to go. We're going to move over to here a little bit. So you know your network address is going to be the first 2 octets are turned on. So you're going to bring down the 172.16. Hey, we're dealing with this 3rd octet. So we're going to come back to here. We're increments of 2. It's 10. So this is going to stay 10. 10.0. You're going to bring the 0 down here. That's your network address. Okay, so now your broadcast address is going to be this guy here, the 11, right here. I'm going to show you. You bring this down because they're already turned on. It's 172.16.11. These are all zeros for your host. So that's going to come down to your broadcast as a 255. So now we have the network address, the broadcast address, and the subnet mask. See how we got that? Magic number 2 right here into increments of 128, 192, 224, 240, 248, 252, and 254. If this was a 1, it would be a 255, but it's not. So anyway, we bring down the 254 here for your subnet mask. The magic number was 2. We did increments of 2 down here. But when we got to the 10, which is the 3rd octet, is 10 here. Because we're working from the 3rd octet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If it's 10, you stay at the 10 here. Bring that down here for your network address, and it's going to be a .0 because the next one is 11 for your broadcast address, and they're all zeros, so that's going to be 255. And your subnet mask comes down to your subnet mask, and there's your 20-bit /23, and that's the whole problem right there in a nutshell.